guys, another video for you. So this is another gel polish design using all incandescent shine products. So we've got chocolate fudge, Milky Way, number 51, which I will get the name for and list it in the description, off Mary, and gold. Excuse me. So I'm coming in with that orange, doing a thin wash on the back, and then I'm coming in with blobs of all colours apart from the gold, and I'm just going to marble those all together, just swooshing my brush up and down the nail diagonally and pulling them colours through. I think I just add a little bit more in the top corner just to fill that little gap in. Just bringing it round with the tip of my brush, very light motions. You don't need to press on to do this. You just want to pull those colours through and up. I'm just taking a little bit of gold and pulling some strands through here and there. Again, very light touch, hardly any pressure. And as you can see in the corner, you will see my face throughout this video. So that nail is going in for just under a 60-second cure. That's just because it's quite thick. When I do a marble, not overly thick, but yeah, it's got some thickness to it. So this is chocolate fudge, and I could literally eat this colour. It's so scrumptious. And the fact that it's called fudge, and that is my favourite sweet treat. So I did one layer, cured it for 30 seconds, and then did a second coat and cured that for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to take my velvet matte top coat. Going to do a thin layer of this, pop it back in the lamp for a 60-second cure, and then we're going to come in with some detailing. So, as this is a fall design and it's dropping a bit chilly now, I decided I wanted to do a jumper / sweater nail, depending on where you're from. It is one of my favourite all-time techniques. I did mess it up on my first attempt. It's been a while since I've done a sweater nail. So I do come in with some isopropyl alcohol. I can never say that word, so that's why I slowed that right down there. I usually just say iso. Just going to wipe that off with a lint-free wipe, and then start again. Guys, I'm watching a Christmas movie. I couldn't help it. 1989, A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol is my favourite proper Christmas film. I always save for Christmas Eve a Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh, and we sit and watch that with hot chocolate and goodies and blankets and new PJs on, Christmas PJs. Our Christmas Eve box is out. Sit and watch that before the actual fun begins and the kids go to bed and I bring the presents down. Ooh! I love Christmas. So I've done the centre, and all I'm doing now in that centre is, like, as you can see, just like sort of like almost S-shaped but more squared and slanted from the side. And then I'm going down either side of those, let's call them S's, inverted commas, with just two thin lines, and then I've taken my dotting tool and I'm just creating little dots down that very edge. So I've cured that for 30 seconds And then I'm just going to come in with another coat because you want some thickness to this. You want some height to this so that it stands out. It's supposed to resemble like the knitting on a sweater jumper. So yeah, all I'm doing here is I've taken some clear acrylic and I'm just sugaring that on, just sprinkling that on, and then I'm checking for any areas that are not matted. If they're not matted, it's not got any of the acrylic on. So once that's all matted, I'm going to pop that in for a 30-second cure, bring it out, give it a dust off, and this is the beautiful effect that you get. Now I am going to come in with Milky Way. How cute is this? How absolutely cute is this colour? It's lush. My battery's low, so I'm just going to get up and put my phone on charge while you watch me paint this nail. So all I've done is one coat, thin layer, cured it for 30 seconds, and then I went off camera and did the second coat, cured that for 30 seconds, and then also matte top coated and cured for 60 seconds. So I saw on, I think it's Natalie, oh my god, I can't remember her surname. I will list her in the description. I'm sure it was Natalie. She did like a heart nail in one of her designs. She did this absolutely perfect. She placed them so well, and I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I can't remember. I just don't know. And for some strange reason, I am crap at drawing love arts. Like, love arts are just simple. Why am I so terrible at it? So I don't want them all facing the same way. I want them in different directions. And I'm just going to fill the nail with them, and then any little gaps I'm just going to pop sort of like parts of hearts in, if that makes sense. So you'll see anyway. You'll see what I mean. Just coming in those gaps, look, and like this is the bottom of a heart. Just popping like a little V there. Out of shot here. So this is like 1/2 of a heart. Another V. I think I do another V at the top and then 1/2 a heart at the bottom. Just fills it in really, don't it? So this is all done in Milky Way. And then I'm going to do the same as I did with the sweater nail. I am going to not cure this, and I am going to sprinkle on some clear acrylic. So the important part of that is do not cure this layer. Oh, yeah, no, I might, yes. Don't cure this layer. And then just sprinkle that on. Again, check it for any matte areas, because those not matte areas, because those areas are not covered. So this is that nail, and it's super duper cute. Super duper cute. So I wanted to incorporate some of that orange a bit more into the design. So I'm coming in with one thin layer, curing that for 30 seconds. And then coming in with my second layer and curing that for 30 seconds. All the colours in this range just require a 30-second cure. So I could maybe stop saying that, I don't know. So I wanted to put some more gold into this as well. So I decided to not cure this layer. As I just said I did. Not cure it and just swirl some of that through. So where I want it thicker, I'm pressing on more with my brush. And then as I'm coming up the squiggly line, I am releasing that pressure. I'm lifting the brush up to its tip so that it goes thinner. I'm just adding a little nail sticker here, a golden bronzy nail sticker. They're just something that I had lying around and thought I'd pop that in the design. And then I'm going to come in with like a strip of lacy detailing there, and I'm going to pop that across the edge of that sticker just so it's just neater looking and tidier. So if this was a client, you would chop all that excess off, but as it's just a nail, I'm just going to tuck it underneath. I have cured this, by the way, before I pop the sticker on. That has been cured for 30 seconds. Last nail, again, I'm going to bring some of that orange in. So I'm going sort of just over halfway and just doing my first coat. Then I decided I wanted to use chocolate fudge and fill that top half in. So I cured the orange first instead of doing both together, just so that I could perfect that line a little bit more. So I cured that, then I come in with my orange. And then all I'm going to do on this top half is I'm going to place dots of those different colours. So this is Milky Way and then the orange. And then I come in with some of the gold. The only one I don't use is the chocolate fudge because obviously that's in the background. And I'm just randomly placing these little dots with my dotting tool. And then when I'm happy with it, I'm just going to pull my brush through those lines. I'm not marbling as such, if that makes sense. It's not so much a marble, I'm just pulling those colours through each other, and it's sort of like maybe branchy off a tree, kind of, with leaves, orange and green leaves. Does it look like that? Let me know. But this is where I tried some stamping and it went terribly. It's just some leaf detailing. I do need to practice more on stamping. I don't do this at all, but I have ordered some of Mary's stamping polishers and I'm going to give those a go. So just coming in with some striping tape. It's a gold holographic tape, and if you was doing this on a client, you would leave a gap at the edge so that you can get your top coat around that striping tape, but I didn't bother on this because it's just on the nail. I don't even store my nails. I just chuck them in the bin. I maybe should just find a way of storing them. I don't know. Give me some ideas, guys, of how I can store these, what I can store them in. So, Eternal Light. And all I'm going to do is, using that thick to thin technique of holding the brush down and then pulling up to release it to its tip, just create some branches. And then I'm going to draw some with the very, very tip of your detailer art brush. Just draw in some little leaf design. So I'm going to do these up one side, and then I'm going to spin the nail, and I'm going to come up that other side, and sort of in between where I've done these leaves, pop one on the other side. This was my favourite nail out of the set, I think. As much as I do love a jumper nail, I think this detailing just really draws your eyes in. I'm so drawn to it anyway. And it is really simple and easy to do. It's almost like leaves are almost like a teardrop shape, aren't they? But with more of a point. So I've gone off camera and I've done the other one, and then I've just added like little leafless twiggy spiky bits. Just made it look more realistic, I think. So tack-free top gloss on the 3 middle nails, because obviously we're going to leave the end 2 matte. Just a thin coat, and then in for a 60-second cure. A bit of glitter there. Get that out. So this is the final look, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.